Hello good day viewers. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to identify the real and imaginary parts of a complex number and also learn how to form a complex number when the real and imaginary parts are given. But before we start, let me explain what this means. Suppose we have a complex number z given as a plus bi. The real part, which is denoted by re of z, is equal to a, while the imaginary part of this complex number z is just the coefficient of I, b. So this is what we are going to learn how to do. And if we are given this and this, we'll be able to form a complex number. All right, let's get started. So the first one, we are given 12 plus the square root of negative 16 divided by 4. I want you to know that the real part is only 12 divided by 4, because we can split this as 12 divided by 4, then plus the square root of negative 16 also divided by 4. So the real part is just 12 divided by 4, which I can write as real part of z equal to 12 divided by 4, which is equal to 3. But what about the imaginary part of this z? Imaginary part will be the square root of negative 16 divided by 4. Square root of negative 16, remember, is 4i, right? But 4i divided by 4, because we have 4 here, will give us I. But the imaginary part is just the coefficient of I. So the coefficient of I here is 1. So we have this as 1. The second question, we have 4 plus 7i minus 8. We can rearrange this equation as 4 minus 8, then plus 7i. 4 minus 8 is just the real part. So we have the real part as what? Negative 4, because 4 minus 8 is negative 4. But what about the imaginary part? It's going to be 7, the coefficient of I. Question number 3. We have square root of 9 plus square root of negative 4 all divided by 5. The real part will be square root of 9 divided by 5. And square root of 9 is equal to 3 divided by 5. Therefore, the real part of this complex number is equal to 3 divided by 5. Moving on to the other side, we have square root of negative 4 divided by 5. Square root of negative 4, remember, is 2i, and we have to divide it by 5, which implies that the imaginary part, which is just the coefficient, is 2 divided by 5. Moving on to question number 4. The real part is clearly written as negative 2. So we have the real part as negative 2. While the imaginary part is negative, you have to include this negative. Negative the square root of negative 25. Square root of negative 25 is 5i, but we have a negative sign, so we have negative 5i. So what is the coefficient? Negative 5. Therefore, the imaginary part of this complex number is equal to negative 5. Question number 5. 15 minus 13i divided by 3. The real part will be 15 divided by 3. 15 divided by 3. And the imaginary part will be negative 13 divided by 3. The imaginary part is equal to negative 13 divided by 3. And we are done with this part. What about the second part? We are given the real and imaginary parts, and we want to form the complex number at that point. So the complex number here is equal to the real part, which is 5, then plus the imaginary part, which is 3. 3, then you bring your I. Coming here, we have negative 13 as the real part. Negative 13 plus the imaginary part 6, I. Number 3, z equal to negative 8. The imaginary part is negative 4, then minus 4i. Number 4, they are as simple as that. So let me do 4, 5, 6 and leave the rest for you to try. So z here is equal to 16 minus 19i, and here z equal to 10 plus 7i, and number 6 we have z, but make sure whenever you write z you should strike it so that it will not look as 2, right? So this is equal to negative 4 plus 1i, which is the same thing as I. So try 7, 8 and 9. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Remember, more complicated questions are coming. This is just an introduction to complex number. Bye bye.